Hello and welcome here at Professor Herman Manyora's channel. My name is Simon Irungu here with a big question. First of all, I want to thank you, the audience, for the continued support that you guys have shown us. We are growing day by day. And secondly, I want to thank you, Prof, for always updating the Kenyans on the activities that are happening day by day.
Yes.
Okay, so this week everyone is talking about the earthquake that happened there at Bomas on Sunday. It's been the talk all over the country. Every day. Okay, so the question coming in this week is, was the collapse of Oka something that was long overdue?
In fact, it lived slightly longer than I had anticipated because I had said it was short-lived. So I wasn't surprised that it came to that sudden death. Yeah, it had to die anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
it was a patient who was not destined to live.
living on bonus time.
Yes.
Okay, and can we look at this meeting as betrayal from Mudavadi to Kalonzo?
Yes. You can choose to see it as such, but this is politics.
Okay.
And in politics, you just have moves.
And
even betrayal is part of the game.
okay.
Yes.
And was Kalonzo prepared for this? Because they stormed out with Gideon.
Well, whether they stormed out deliberate to make a statement or not, I do not know. Whether they were learning right there that Ruto was coming, I do not know. But one would expect there were telltale signs that this was more of a UDA rally than an ANC rally meeting.
Okay.
Secondly, these are highly placed Kenyans. I doubt that they would not have intelligence reports that Ruto will be going there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So them going there, they were going to already knowing what was going to happen.
I suspect so.
And okay, from that day, the question coming up is, was that the right move from Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula?
If you ask me, it was suicide.
Okay.
Because then that marks the end of the career of these two gentlemen. Their political career came to an abrupt and sudden and certain end at Bomas on Sunday.
And is there something that they can do to change
You see, in
that?
politics, people change their mind. Like Churchill said, you eat your words and that doesn't give you constipation. They can still about turn. But the kind of things that Mudavadi said about Uhuru, about Raila, about Atwoli, well, politicians are politicians. They are shameless people. But I very much doubt.
Okay, and this day seems to be, everyone is talking about Musalia Mudavadi. And Wetangula was there, and he seemed to having the right amount of support to Musalia Mudavadi.
Yes.
Should he change that? Maybe find other ways to remain relevant in this election?
Whom? Wetangula?
Wetangula.
You see, people are saying, buy Mudavadi, get Wetangula free. Those funny things people are saying. Mudavadi has a much bigger stature than Wetangula. To the extent Weta is like an appendix.
Okay.
So I don't think he can rise higher than he has risen. Maybe he's even looking for a lifeline in Bungoma itself. Because for him to get senator in 2013, 2017, it was his being together with Raila that ensured that he became senator. This time he's fighting for it.
Okay.
So I don't know how much the Oka outfit, Oka ANC, Ford Kenya outfit, it's called the Earthquake Coalition. I don't know how much mileage it will give him, or a capital, I don't know.
And what kind of impact is being brought to Azimio from this union of Moses Wetangula, Musalia Mudavadi and Ruto? They said they are going to be beginning combined campaigns starting this Wednesday in Nakuru.
I don't see much. First of all, Wetangula had already almost been all but displaced by the new DAPK of Wamunyinyi and Eugene in Bungoma and Trans Nzoia. He has already all but displaced. Mudavadi has never really been in a position to challenge Raila in Kakamega, Busia and Vihiga. He has never been in a serious place to challenge him. I don't see his going to Ruto making it any better. On the contrary, there are many people who are not happy that he's taking them to Ruto. So even there are people who would not have voted for Raila, but now they'll vote for him from Western Kenya.
But don't we see Musalia Mudavadi coming in with a handful of votes from the Western region?
Yeah, I'm happy you're using the word handful. Just kidogo hivi. It's not much. In fact, Under the previous arrangement,
Okay.
although it was fluid and shapeless and really formless, Raila would have not gotten beyond 70%.
Okay.
But now he has been left, given a free hand. He's roaming now Western province. The Luya will give Raila over 90%, 80, 90%.
But isn't that something good for Ruto? Because, you know, it's still an injection to his
How
his
does
numbers.
it be good for him when Raila, his opponent, is now getting higher because of this Sunday move? Raila will get more votes from the Luya now than he would have gotten if Mudavadi stays stuck within Oka or stood on his own.
Okay, so from that day, from the union, what's going to change in this coming election? What is going to change politically?
The only thing it would this move by Mudavadi could give Kalonzo and Gideon the excuse they have been looking for to join Raila. It's quite possible.
And is that bound to happen?
It can happen.
How?
It can happen. It can happen.
How? Okay, you see.
Why? Who would have known Mudavadi was joining Ruto? So,
but it's been there.
Kalonzo
been
joining Mudavadi, even for Kalonzo, it has been there.
Okay.
People have been saying he's joining Raila in the final analysis.
So it's a matter of time before Kalonzo joins.
Yeah.
And what about Gideon Moi? Because, you know,
Gideon Moi belongs to the other side already. There's no, you can't join twice. He's already there.
He's already there. He's going where Kalonzo is going.
Yeah, of course. He's already with Raila. Let's not cheat ourselves.
Okay, and from this, what position is Musalia Mudavadi trying to bargain for? Because, you know, from the last video you did with Jadiel, you said that he cannot be given the deputy position because that is meant for someone from the mountain. So what is he maybe bargaining for?
You know, typical of Mudavadi may say we are thinking about this country, is not about positions, and therefore I support Ruto without making any demands and what. It's also equal. It may also be that they will give him finance ministry.
Okay.
And allocate to him some ministries.
So as the days go by, we are going to have, maybe we might have Musalia Mudavadi saying Ruto Tosha.
It's not even long. It will be tomorrow. Okay. Very soon. It should be very soon. Okay. It should be very soon because you had better do it early for people to deal with it.
Okay. Because
even yesterday, even that day, when was it? This is Sunday. Many people in the Luya Nation were not happy.
Yeah. I remember Wafula Munyinyi holding a meeting with other MPs from the Luya Nation saying that they were not happy.
They were not happy. Now, when you would prolong the announcement, then you come up with it. People would be maybe have been healing already or would have even healed. And then you open the wound again by telling them, I'm supporting Ruto. So my advice to them, since they have chosen, wamevua nguo waingia kwenye maji waoge. Let them just dive into the pool by making that announcement, which is why delay it.
And from what we saw Kalonzo and Gideon Moi dashing out. Was that the right way to do it? Maybe they would have shown support to their brother. Was that the right thing to do?
Some people have argued Kalonzo should have stayed. Gideon should have stayed. Jimmy Wanjigi should have. And then when they are invited to speak, they say something major. That would have had serious impact. But I think the thought of sharing a podium with Ruto was too much for them.
Okay. Since we're talking about the Oka, is this the last time that we see those four principals seated under
Oka
the
is
same roof?
dead.
So it's
and even Kanu and the principals have already shown what they are thinking, where they are going in subtle ways and otherwise. Oka is dead. There's no Oka.
And from a video that you did with Jadiel, you said that right now Raila is climbing Mount Kenya, and you said that they are going to meet somewhere between with Ruto. And okay, so maybe Ruto foresaw this, and he decided that he's going to take Musalia Mudavadi, maybe to try and compensate for the numbers that he's losing.
Yes, that is a distinct possibility. How if the mountain listens to Uhuru? And it leaves no doubt that they are going Azimio.
And is that bound to happen?
It's possible. Because what the Uhuru and Raila are going for. I find it is not so easy. I mean, move to Raila, move to Azimio, listen to Raila, listen to Uhuru. Not only in big numbers, not only in obviously big numbers, but in such a clear way anybody can see it. At that point, Ruto would very seriously consider giving Mudavadi running mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as a matter of time,
Yes.
we see Musalia Mudavadi joining in William Ruto.
Yes.
Now, is it going to be the same problem for Raila, the same headache, right, that William Ruto is having right now, where he has a difficult choice of the deputy, you know?
Yes.
From Raila, is he going to have the same headache?
Yeah, I think for both of them, there's a headache of running mate.
Okay.
First of all, the general region you go to, they seem to be tied to the mountain region. But within the mountain, there is east and west.
Okay.
Those are challenges. Even within the what is formerly Central Province, the Kikuyu region, there are divisions of Nyeri and Kiambu, the Shania River divide. And you know, there are also generational differences. It's not easy to choose.
And we see a situation whereby both of them maybe were looking for going for the Mount Kenya votes, and maybe they both end up messing up and maybe missing out on the numbers that they were targeting.
It's possible. It's possible. You know, anything in politics, any move can boomerang.
Okay.
You can think you are doing well by picking somebody, and that choice alone finishes you.
How is that?
For example, let's say you are Raila and you choose Peter Munya.
Okay.
And the entire Mount Kenya West, which is popular, they rebel against it, and they give Ruto. That is not a very good thing for you. On the other hand, Raila can choose Mount Kenya West, and Ruto comes after him and chooses Mount Kenya East. You know, there are all these possibilities that any of the choices you make will have consequences.
Okay. Yeah. And what is the side that what part of Mount Kenya should be the major target for both of them? Which
you know, I know there is a talk of Murang'a in central Kenya, central province, Kikuyu land.
Okay.
They say Kibaki, Nyeri, Kenyatta, the Kenyattas, Kiambu, Shania divide. They say it is time for Murang'a.
Okay.
That favors Peter Kenneth very well.
Okay.
Alice Wahome, who is the most prominent in the UDA side from Murang'a, you could say even Kirinyaga has not had it. And Anne Waiguru could come in. All those things will come at play. It's not very easy. It's not very easy for Raila, not very easy for it. But the person who chooses first will make it easier for the person who comes after him.
Okay.
And I've said, because of this Mudavadi thing, Ruto may be forced to move faster. Because otherwise people will not be happy that he has gone for Mudavadi. And they may fear indeed that Mudavadi will ultimately be his running mate.
Okay.
And for that reason, that region will be open to attack by Raila and Uhuru.
Okay.
So to stem that, Ruto could perhaps name his running mate much earlier than he should have done.
Okay, that was a statement that you said with an interview
with
Chadiel. Yes.
Okay,
from the fall of Oka, what's your advice to Kalonzo Musyoka?
He should be a little more careful. He should be very cautious. I believe strongly Kalonzo should not go the Mudavadi route. That is suicide. The Samsonian option. If I can't have it, you also can't have it.
Okay.
That's what Mudavadi has done for Raila. I would urge Kalonzo to avoid that.
But wasn't Oka formed on that basis, that they were both against Raila? No,
they were formed to be a force.
Okay.
That didn't materialize.
But it seemed to be a force that was organized to be against Raila because, you know,
I don't think so. I think to me it was more against Ruto than Raila.
Okay.
Yeah, so it didn't work. They didn't become a force. I don't think even the people who are behind it intended it to be a force, so it didn't work. Mudavadi has chosen the Samsonian option of suicide, going down with the whole temple and with people inside. I would urge Kalonzo to be more cautious.
Okay.
I would urge Kalonzo to think hard, consult widely, and make an intelligent move.
Okay, so
not a rushed move.
Okay, so we'll have to wrap up the conversation at that. Thank you very much for always showing continued support here at the channel. And if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And from the professor, he said that Oka was living on bonus time, and we saw him prophesying that. Do I call you a prophet?
Sometimes I do, kidogo.
Okay, well, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do it till we have the next big question. My name is Simon Irungu.